they maintain significant market share in a number of the sectors in which they operate.
So we think that the initial impact of this new tariff is unlikely to be felt much by consumers in the next few months. However, tariffs will, of course, impact our company's pricing in the medium and long term as they continue to need to figure out where the costs will go. Many have told us that they will try to pass along some of that cost to their suppliers, some of that cost to the consumers and customers, but in reality, the impact will also be felt on their margin. One of the biggest concerns our companies tell us about is that U.S. products will become increasingly less competitive with those of their Japanese, European, and domestic Chinese competitors. So the American tariffs, unfortunately, are not only attacks on the American consumer, but they're also making U.S. companies less competitive in the global community.
It doesn't necessarily have to manifest itself in any kind of specific retaliation from...
We're always on the lookout for additional regulatory scrutiny, whether it be through increased customs enforcement, whether it be through the politicization of antitrust reviews, local administrative licensing processes, or advertising law violations at the local level. Our companies have indicated that these types of actions continue to occur. However, it's difficult to find a causative link between the U.S. China trade conflict, the imposition of tariffs, and the resulting regulatory challenges our companies are facing at the local level. One thing we know for sure is that the Chinese government has been having concerted conversations with Chinese domestic companies, both state-owned and private, to diversify away from U.S. company products and services.
Our report is the reform deficit. We recognize...
And please say your name and your affiliation.
We think that what the U.S. is doing right now is economic madness. This is not going to help to deal with the problems that we have both identified. We believe that it is with further engagement that we can solve problems. We will not pressure China into substantial change. Changes will have to come because they are seen as being good for the development of the Chinese economy. This will lead to negative sentiment, and uncertainty is the worst thing we can see as business people.